The first card you have for your past is the Queen of Cups. So I'm seeing you might have had a conversation with someone. This was a frustrating conversation. You could have had even more than one conversation with this person, this very frustrating person. I'm really feeling this frustration around this. I really am. It's almost like you kind of felt like you were banging your head against a wall trying to have this conversation with this person. You just weren't getting through to this person. You tried saying it in this way, you tried saying it in that way, in another way. It just was not getting through their head. I was going to say their thick skull, but I won't say that. So this is like, you had a really big outpouring of what you wanted to say. It came from your heart. It really did. You really told this person how you were feeling about something. Whatever this was you were telling this person, it was obviously something very, very important to you. But nothing was coming back. It was like they weren't understanding or responding, or they weren't really taking this very seriously, or they weren't really listening properly. It was very, very frustrating. Or maybe you'd say things like, so you'd tell them all this great big long really involved heavy thing, very deep thing, whatever this was, something that's about something very important to you, and then they'd say, oh, okay, I understand, that's it. And you'd be like, well, were you even listening to me? Were you even listening? It's that kind of thing. So then I'm seeing, you tried to talk to them this way, that way, another way. They just weren't listening to you. So you just took a step back, which I would have done as well. Actually, no, I would have said something first, but yes. You just kind of stood back from this. You might have even ended up completely distancing yourself from this person, because it was really like, what's the point? What's the point of speaking to this person? And so, you opened up, you really opened up to them. You really told them how you were feeling, your deep thoughts about something, or your really interesting ideas about something. It was something that you thought was really interesting and worth kind of telling. And it was also about your personal feelings about something as well. So you're opening up, they weren't responding, they were acting in this way. And then you kind of closed up. You're like, well, I'm not going to open up to them anymore. I'm closed up to this person. If you look at this card, this beautiful, beautiful queen, she's concentrating on her cup. She's concentrating on her emotions, on what she's feeling, what she's thinking. She's concentrating on all of that. But there's a lid on this cup. So what happened is you had the cup opened. You were showing them all of these things you were thinking and feeling. And then they weren't responding, they were kind of couldn't be bothered or something like that. You're just like, what's the point? I'm going to put the lid back on the cup. So yes, there's a lid on this cup. It's a beautiful ornate lid as well. So you put a lid on your emotions, you put a lid on what you wanted to say, and you just weren't going to open up to this person again after this. That's what I'm seeing. Yes. Can you please go away? Go. Unbelievable. The next, yes, go away. The next card, not you, Capricorn. The next card you have for your past is the Seven of Swords. So yes, look at this sneaky person. So this person could have really, they could have really taken your trust away. They could have really taken your openness away, because you kind of lost that openness with them. And it might have even stopped you from being open with some other people. You might have thought, well, maybe nobody's going to take me seriously. It really took some of your confidence away. That's what I'm seeing. That's what they stole from you. So, yes, if you look at the sneaky man on this card, he's got a kind of a smile on his face as well. He's kind of like, ha, I don't care, whatever. He's stealing these swords. But it almost looks like he's dancing or he's skipping. He's not taking it seriously. It was like they kind of weren't taking you seriously. They weren't answering you properly. It was like they weren't even listening to you. And he's skipping away. It's like, I don't even care what this person thinks. I don't care about their opinion. It's that kind of thing. So this person did not deserve your earnest outpouring of kind of emotional thoughts or whatever it was you were telling them. They just weren't seeing things as seriously as you were, and they just weren't listening to you at all. I think they were just kind of in their own world thinking, oh, well, this person's going on. Like, you know, it's like a naughty child when you're telling them off and they're saying, oh, blah, 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 and they have their fingers in their ears and they're singing. It's that kind of thing. Really annoying, really frustrating. And you're right just to say, well, I'm not going to bother with them anymore. But you did do that. You thought, I'm not opening up to them anymore. Fair enough. But it did erode your confidence a bit. It did stop you from opening up to other people for a while, because that's what they took from you. That's what they stole from you. They stole a bit of your confidence for a while, but you'll get that back eventually. The last card you have for your past is the Five of Wands. So while this was all going on, you also had a lot of other things going on as well. You always have a lot of work things going on. You're very serious about your work. I see that all the time in your readings. And you're good at separating your emotions from your work as well. I always see that. So, yes, and you work very hard not to bring your emotions into your work. I see that again. So what I'm seeing in this card is, sometimes I see this as the maths card, the mob card, a lot of people kind of around trying to get your attention. And that's what I was seeing. A lot of people wanted your time at work, or around something work related. Maybe a lot of people were asking you things. Maybe you might have had to get things done, you might have had to turn your phone off or shut your door or something like that. Excuse me, I'm sorry, my throat's off. Sorry about that. So yes, this was obviously this was very flattering, having all these people wanting your attention and having all these people kind of think that you know the answers to their questions and they want your help and they want this and they're asking you that. Of course, it's very flattering, but on a practical level, you had things to do, so you really couldn't answer everyone's question. You couldn't listen to every single person. And yes, this is how you are at work. This is very flattering, and this is a compliment to you, even though it can be frustrating and demanding. This is a great compliment to you. You're needed. You're not just wanted around your work or your business or whatever this is. You're not just wanted, you're needed. And you have a very deep insight into people that a lot of other people don't have. I hope this is going to make sense. This is what I'm seeing. It's like you have a sixth sense. You have this kind of, you can see into situations and you can see beyond situation. You can see what's motivating people beyond these situations. And you can really see into things. You can see beyond things. You can see beyond what's happening. That's what I'm seeing. You have a very deep, very, very great insight into people, into situations and what's happening. And that's why people really seek out your input and your kind of your advice. And they also know that you know how to deal with people, and people quite often ask you how to deal with relationships and people and that kind of thing as well. And this isn't just in the workplace, this is kind of friends, people like that. They ask you very personal advice, what they can do about their relationships, what they can do about this situation. I'm seeing a lot of that around you as well. So the first card you have for your present is the Six of Pentacles. I'm seeing that you could be involved in, so yeah, I'm seeing more work things in this as well. And I'm seeing you could be involved in pricing something or putting a price on something. You might be selling something. You might be running a business, putting prices on things. You might be selling your own kind of skills or something like. It might be something like that, or just selling something. Now I'm seeing around this, somebody is disputing the cost of something. They're disputing the price you're putting on something. They're arguing about the cost of something. Now I'm seeing they might be trying to convince you to kind of charge less for something or sell something for less. It's something like that. That's what I'm seeing. You're not backing down, but they're still trying. Now, what I'm seeing that's at the heart of this, which is a really important thing, is that you know your worth, you know what you're worth, and you're not going to charge any less than what you're worth. And it goes back to this Queen of Cups as well. You're not going to, oh my goodness, you're not going to open up and give anyone your ideas if they don't see your worth. And you're not going to charge less on a practical level either. If you don't, okay, I'm getting distracted by that noise. You're not going to charge any less than what you know you are worth. That's what I'm trying to say. So you're very strong in this way. And I get this a lot in your readings, that you're very strong. You feel a lot stronger around work-related things, but you don't feel as strong around love-related things. That's what I'm seeing. You know you're worth more in the workplace, sadly, than you do in love. That's what I'm seeing. Even though you're very intuitive, you're very good around relationships, you're good with helping other people around these things, relationships, that's why they come to you. But maybe in your own love life, you're not quite as strong. Okay. Don't be angry. The next card you have, your present, is the Five of Cups. So sadly, yes, you might not be opening up. You might not be giving much emotion to anyone for a while, especially in love, but even in other things as well, because this person really kind of took a bit of your confidence when they weren't really listening to you properly. So you could be wishing that you weren't so opened with this person and this conversation you had with this person. I'm trying to say person and conversation, and I'm saying combination. Doesn't even make sense. So yes, you're kind of thinking, I wish I'd never had this conversation with this person, because really they weren't listening. I tried to say it and it really made me feel a lot less confident about myself. But because the man on this card, if you look at this card, he's knocked over, he's spilled these 3 cups in front of him. Once you've spilled, once you've said what you've said, once you've had the conversation, you can't take it back. You can't take back what you've said. And again, really, they didn't appreciate or deserve what you were trying to tell them. And they didn't appreciate you either. That's what I'm seeing. They didn't deserve you. So you're going to open up again in time eventually with people. But I'm seeing that both in relationships and friendships, as you move on from this, you're going to have a bit of a wall up for a while. It's going to take some time for that wall to come down. And definitely in love, I'm laughing, it's so ridiculous. The noise is ridiculous. So in friendships and definitely in love, somebody, whoever comes up to you in the future, whoever this is, they're going to have to work a lot harder before you actually open up properly to them. They're going to have to do a lot of hard work before you open up. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have, your present, is the Ace of Pentacles. Again, here it is, very clearly, loud and clear. You know what you're worth. You're right. You are right. You know what you're worth. Do not back down on any price. Do not back down. Do not give anyone your time, your opinions, your emotions, your insight, anything like that, who does not deserve it and who is not going to let you know that that's what you're worth, either in finances, in paying you what you're worth, or in listening to you and giving you their full attention. That's what I'm seeing. This is really clear in this Ace of Pentacles. I'm also seeing that there's going to be a great big work-related or business-related opportunity. It's going to come up for you very soon. If it doesn't now, it will. Either you're talking about it now, you're thinking about it now, or it's going to come up very soon for you, this big opportunity. I'm seeing this might involve a friend in some way. I'm actually seeing that this is a friend who might be a bit more influential than you are. If that makes sense to you, they're probably even more influential than they realize. They know they have strengths, but they can be a little bit unsure of their strengths. That's what I'm seeing. But they're a very influential person. I'm seeing that you're helping them. You're going to be helping them. They're also going to be helping you. What I'm seeing is they're going to introduce you, if they haven't already, they will soon. They're going to introduce you to a lot of new people. I'm not seeing one person, I'm not seeing 3 people, I'm not seeing 10 people. I'm seeing a lot of people, a large number of people. I'm seeing these people raising you up high in the sky like this beautiful coin. up in the clouds. It's beautiful. So yes, you're going to get these introductions. You're going to be introduced to all of these people. You're going to be raised up, not just because of this opportunity, not just because of this friend, not just because of that. This is because of your own abilities. If you didn't have these abilities, this would not be happening to you. That's what I'm seeing. And yes, you're going to be recognized. You're going to be recognized for your skills. These are very special skills that you have. And yes, you're right. You're right to know your worth. You're right not to charge any less than you should be. And you're right to accept nothing less than the attention you deserve. That's what I'm seeing in this card. This is the Ace of Pentacles telling you this loud and clear. Remember this. The first card you have for your future is the Sun. Beautiful card. So I'm seeing these work or these business opportunities that I was seeing in the Ace of Pentacles. They're not just going to be good for you money-wise and recognition-wise. They're going to be really, really good to help you to become even closer to this friend that I was seeing. And I'm actually seeing you could be working on some things together. And I'm seeing you really enjoying this, having fun. You feel free with this person. You laugh with this person. You just enjoy your time with this person. That's what I'm seeing in the Sun card. And you feel really comfortable with them, so comfortable with this person. You just feel really free, really comfortable, really at ease with this person, this friend. Now, what I'm seeing is think about how you feel when you're around this friend, this person. Now I'm getting a car alarm. Okay. I know I keep talking about the noise. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop. I'm going to try and ignore it. So yes, even though this is just a friend, this is someone who you feel, please stop, I can't concentrate. You can see that I don't edit anything. I just come right from the start to the end and I just do the reading. Right, stopped. Oh my goodness. So this is just a friend and nothing more than a friend. But this is telling you that what you need to look for in future friends, even future relationships, is someone who you feel the way that you feel you do with this friend. Very comfortable, very at ease, very happy, very free with this person. Someone who knows your worth, but someone who sees you as an equal and who you feel very comfortable with. This is the dynamic that you're going to have to be looking for, or that you should be looking for when you look for future friends, and especially who you look for future relationships with. That's what I'm seeing. Oh, I got that out. That was so hard with that noise. Oh my God. Right. The next card you have for your future is the Eight of Wands. Now, I should stop this reading actually, because it's just too ridiculous. But I'm almost at the end and I don't want to do a whole new reading. Right, I'll keep going. I'll try and keep it. I'm sorry about this. I really am. Right, so the Eight of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing this opportunity in this card again. I'm seeing the work coming from this. A lot of work is going to come in for this, from this. It's going to come to you very, very quickly. And you might even be overwhelmed, a little bit overwhelmed at how quickly everything's going to come in for you, how quickly everything's going to happen for you. I'm actually seeing you having, you might actually have a few doubts over whether you're going to be able to do this. I'm seeing you kind of thinking to yourself something like, am I going to be able to pull this off? Am I going to be able to do this? Please don't doubt yourself. Please don't doubt yourself. You're very knowledgeable, you're very capable, you have a lot of skills, you have a lot of intuitive skills as well. You know how to do this, you're fully capable of doing this, you deserve this as well. Also, you've worked very hard to get to this point. So if you're at this point when the Ace of Pentacles comes in and this huge opportunity comes in, it's because it's come in at the right time for you. You've worked very hard. You've done a lot to get yourself to this point, and that's why the Ace of Pentacles, the universe, is bringing you this Ace of Pentacles at this time to come in for you at the right time. I hope that makes sense. I really hope this makes sense. The last card you have for your future is the Knight of Wands. So again, I'm seeing a lot of work coming into you. very, very, very quickly from this opportunity. It might feel for a while that things are a little bit out of control because you won't be used to this volume of work coming in, this volume of things coming into you. And yes, it might feel a little bit out of control, but you're going to get used to this. You're going to get used to things going up to another level for you. Things are going to feel very different for you. It's really you finding your feet, I'm seeing. You are going to be able to step up to this. You are going to be able to cope with this. You're going to be able to step up to this challenge. I could even say you were born to do this, and this is ready. This is the right time for you to be doing this. That's what I'm seeing.